Welcome to another highly questionable work week. What do we got today, Bomani?
What do you mean Bill Murray has a kid? Like somebody let Bill Murray have a child?
Vamos, papi.
Are you going to praise Texas A&M for a historic comeback or Northern Iowa for being chokers?
All right. Texas A&M gets exactly 0% credit for anything that happened here, and if I could give them less than that, I would give them less than that. Look at this collapse by Northern Iowa, up 12 with 44 seconds left, Bomani, and they don't do anything right the rest of the game. Nothing right. And by the way, Bomani, Texas A&M didn't foul at all, not one time. Look at how much trouble.
See that right there? That is the I can't play basketball technique of I'm going to try to throw it off your leg. Like, they just got totally scared. The lemon booty was abundant.
Man, they couldn't get the ball.
You got it.
Oh, man. Yeah, there you go. That's a successful play. The one time they got it over half court.
Oh, that was a bad call, by the way.
How about this, Bomani? Texas A&M scored as many baskets in the last 44 seconds as they did in the first half, 6 of them.
But a lot of things happen there. One, they don't have any timeouts. That's how they wound up in that place where nobody could call a timeout. But they did all the scared stuff. They went to the corner when they were getting trapped. Nobody thought to throw the ball all the way to the other end of the floor. And in all that comeback, Texas A&M made 1 3-pointer. That was it. 1. Why? Because Northern Iowa did all the work for them.
Can I say something to Northern Iowa?
Of course, Poppy.
Hey, Northern Iowa, you play like champs. You play your hearts out. Now you got to do what champs they do. You got to point the finger at the ref. Blame the ref for your loss. That's it. All of them. No one. All of them. The whole squad.
I mean, what other option do you have? Like, you got to find somebody to blame. That's the best choice.
Xavier and Bill Murray simply feel like they got unlucky with the Wisconsin buzzer beater.
Yeah, man, Wisconsin, no Bo Ryan. They're still going to the Sweet 16. Played one of the worst games in the tournament in the first round, but whatever. Here we go, second round. This is the end of the game. It's tied. Bronson Canning, who is good. I mean, look, you make that shot, you make that shot.
You got to lose at that point. It's just that they were up big late, and look at that.
That's why we're here.
That's dumbfounded Bill Murray.
The only reason we're here is their friendly reminder that every adult you see on the street is somebody's parent. Bill Murray, that guy in that paisley shirt, is somebody's dad, and that somebody is a coach.
Bill Murray brings happiness most of the places that he go. He'll go and play kickball with your team in New York. He'll do karaoke with you. This is the saddest Bill Murray we've ever seen in public. Look at this again here. Look at that. Just mystified. The heartbreak of March Madness right there has made Bill Murray sad.
Does he bring happiness, or is happiness generated around him? Because if you'll show him one more time, he ain't bring no happiness. He just brought a funny-looking shirt.
Yeah, and a hat that made me know where his allegiances lied.
I thought it was a Malcolm X hat myself. I thought he'd held on to it since 1992 and just broke it back out like, wow, my son plays for Xavier.
Gosh, I wish it was a Malcolm X hat.
How do you think Bo Ryan feels about the whole thing here, you know?
I think Bo Ryan's big problem is he's been sleeping on the couch for the last few weeks. I don't know if you've been reading in the news, but got some problems at the home front. Bo Ryan's like that crick in my neck.
His back hurts, his neck hurts. That's how he feels about it.
Is Buddy Hield's excellence going to make him the first pick over Ben Simmons?
No is the short answer to this question, but it's been fun to watch. A legitimate scorer. He looks like a professional scorer, putting up 30-point games in this tournament, can score in a lot of different ways. You normally don't see this kind of guy in college. Ben Simmons has obviously a higher ceiling. He's super raw. But what I want to talk about, Bomani, do you know what Buddy's first name actually is? Because he's been betrayed by his marketing people. His first name is actually Chavano. Chavano. Why are we not calling him that? It's so much cooler than Buddy.
No, he's not going to be the number 1 overall pick. Now, he's had a 50, 40, 90 sort of season, so that thing really catches your eye, and Steph Curry doing what he does catches our eye. But Steph Curry is like the quickest human being on earth. That's the big part about this, not just the ability to shoot. Ben Simmons, as much as we talked about him and LSU has been so much of a letdown, I do think we've forgotten. He's 6'10", nobody can stop him from getting to the basket. He blocks shots and he makes passes. We'll work the rest out from there.
Were you reporters okay with Torin Prince post-game's comment?
All right, look, I didn't get much right on this bracket, but the one thing I got right that I knew would happen is that Baylor would find some way to lose. Well, I knew they'd be tall, I knew they'd be athletic, and I knew they'd be poorly coached. But who knew they had the best post-game quote in college basketball? Because this young man was asked how their team got out-rebounded, and he gave a stupid question the answer it deserved.
You said you got out-rebounded, and I checked the stats. You did. 36-32. How does Baylor get out-rebounded by Yale? How's that happen?
Are you directing that towards anyone?
Gentleman who just talked about getting out-rebounded. He had the stat sheet.
Tori?
You said how do they
Yeah.
have they have more rebounds?
You
than
said
us?
you get out-rebounded. I was surprised. You did. 36-32. How does Yale out-rebound Baylor?
You go up and grab the ball off the rim when it comes off, and then you grab it with two hands, and you come down with it, and that's considered a rebound. So they got more of those than we did.
My season just ended. If I had an answer for how we got out-rebounded by Yale, we probably would have stopped it before it got to that point. That's my favorite player in basketball right now.
That is excellent work on the sarcasm, on the condescension, on the deadpan, and never cracking a smile at all while delivering it. That guy did the postgame better than any of the Baylor Bears did the game.
Well, maybe if he had been so good at rebounding as making fun of the reporter questions, they wouldn't have lost to Yale.
They wouldn't have lost to Yale. They'd be the tournament favorite if they were as good at basketball as they were at answering questions like that.
I think he said jail. Talk about changing the meaning of something totally by replacing one phonic. Yale to jail. It's a lot of space in between. Unless you're like a fraudulent investment bank or something.
Did the Spurs figure out your precious little Warriors?
For one game at least. This was crazy, watching Steph Curry go 1 for 12 from 3. He got his first shot blocked. First time a three-pointer has been blocked for Steph Curry all season long, but there are a number of circumstances involved here. They're playing shorthanded. They had some injuries. Iguodala, finals MVP, didn't play in the game, and they're at the end of a long road trip. So for one game, they figured it out, but this is not permanent and enduring. Can't wait to see these teams play 7 times when neither one of them loses at home.
Yeah, but hold on. The Warriors just lost a game at the Spurs. The Spurs, like the Warriors, have not lost a home game thus far. The Spurs are only 3 games behind the Warriors in the standings. The Spurs have a higher point differential than the Warriors. This isn't a matter of whether or not somebody's figured the Warriors out. There's a team that's as good as the Warriors. They just happen to be the Spurs, and they might win 70 games this year, too. We're just not paying as much attention to it. So, hey, if Klay Thompson and Steph Curry are going to go 11 for 38 total, no, they're not going to win. We understand that, but let's not pretend as though they just got beat by some scrubs. This is at least the second-best team in the league.
I knew it all along, the Warriors are a bunch of frauds.
There it is.
That's
There
it.
it is.
That's
There
it.
it
That's
is.
it.
They're the
When you got a
knee-jerker.
guy like Popovich,
Yeah.
changing the game plan,
Right.
and Steve Kerr sits there and he doesn't have an alternative, I got to question him.
He first in line. Warriors, fraud.
No, second in line. You know who's first?
Who else did that?
Charles is doing the
Okay.
NCAA this weekend. And
All right,
Barkley, we're
Charles
back
Barkley.
here.
All right, Charles Barkley.
Whoa, wait a second. Charles Barkley saying the same thing?
Yeah, he's saying
no,
the
no,
same
no,
thing.
no. I
Yeah,
changed my
no,
mind.
right,
The
there it
Warriors
is.
are a great team.
All right.
You, Charles.
All right, there it is. Wow, okay. There,
You,
oh, there it is. Here's a little double your pleasure.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
They ride on the coattails of the men. They don't make any decision, then they're lucky. They're very, very lucky.
I don't understand. Why was Bo Ryan talking about tennis?
Oh, there you go. Good point by my dad there.
It is Monday. Time for more questions.
Maybe we got to do more work.
Is Drew Rosenhaus the right guy to turn around Johnny Football's career?
Yes, Johnny Football, whose agent fired him, not vice versa, has now hired Drew Rosenhaus to represent him. And Drew Rosenhaus has told people that there are several teams who want to sign Johnny Manziel or talk to him. He also told Willis McGahee to act like he was on the phone during the draft so other teams would think that somebody was going to draft him so that he could then get drafted, and it did work. I don't see how this changes the fact that Johnny Manziel is Johnny Manziel, but I can believe Johnny Manziel woke up and was like, I need Gronk's agent. That's the kind of agent I need because I want to kick it like Gronk.
I know, but Gronk over the next 4 years is making only $24 million, which is severely underpaid. This is the part of the story that I love the most. Drew Rosenhaus, for all of his success, for all of his money, he's never represented a quarterback. It's a hole in his resume, a hole in his ego that he's never gotten one of the premier clients. What I love about this story is he still doesn't have one.
How long before we see the two of them in a nightclub here in Miami? How long?
Well, but-
Tell me, how long?
I mean,
24 hours, 48 hours?
You got to think that that's where Drew found him, right? In a booth, in a corner, dimly lit, all sorts of liquor bottles all over the place, right? We have to assume that, do we not?
I'm assuming that's where they are right now.
Doesn't matter that Indian Wells CEO, Raymond Moore, apologized for his comments.
Man, these comments were bad. The apology came fast, but it doesn't seem like he's apologizing for his actions. He's apologizing for the reaction. Listen to what he said here, because usually it doesn't get this bold-faced.
No, I think the WTA, you know, if in my next life when I come back, I want to be someone in the WTA because they ride on the coattails of the men. They don't make any decision, then they're lucky. They're very, very lucky. If I was a lady player, I'd go down every night on my knees and thank God that a Roger Federer and a Rafa Nadal were born because they've carried the sport.
Did he seem like he was sorry for anything that he was saying? Like, that sounded like it was coming from the depths of his soul. Incidentally, Serena Williams won 7 Grand Slams before any of us had ever heard of Nadal. It's pretty offensive, and I'd be surprised if he gets to keep his job.
Well, that's actually an interesting thing you mentioned about Serena Williams, because the tournament that he runs, guess who didn't go there for a long time because of the way that she was treated at that venue? That was Serena Williams. It's almost like since she didn't come there, he completely forgot that she existed, or just didn't think to himself, why do I need to say this, and why am I going out of my way to make this point so flippantly and so arrogantly? And the reason is, I'm a flippant and arrogant guy.
I don't understand. Why was Bo Ryan talking about tennis?
Oh, there you go. Good point by my dad there. That he wasn't doing anything else. He wasn't coaching in the tournament. He's on the couch now.
I mean, when you're up all night, just tennis on way late all the time. He's watching all the opens in all the countries.
Should the NBA really care that Dwight Howard admitted to using a stick-on for years?
There you go. Dwight Howard admitted that he'd been using Stickum for years. He has a can of Stickum on the bench wrapped up in tape that the Rockets tried to hide once his Stickum was then discovered. Dwight Howard, the Lester Hayes of the NBA. All I'm saying is this why you can't shoot free throws? I mean, because there seems to be a counterproductivity about using Stickum on your hands. It works until it doesn't.
I love the clown car cover-up here, too, of Bickerstaff just sort of shuffling in front of the offending Stickum. You do realize that this controversy, if we wanted to make it one, could be Deflategate. If the NBA went after Dwight Howard with the intensity that the NFL has gone after Tom Brady, it proves, though, that it's not the crime that we're interested in so much as the criminal. Tom Brady, we're envious of him, he's done a lot of winning, super famous, and the league went after him. Nobody seems to care about this one, and they're kind of apples to apples.
Well, there's another difference here. We all think this is stupid. Like, none of us can figure out why Dwight thinks that this is a good idea.
I would have thought deflating a football was stupid before I was told by the guy in the funny mustache that it wasn't.
You know, I wonder if the running bear was wearing a stick up on his feet on this play.
Let's see here. What do we got? Stick him on the feet? Where is he? Oh, yeah, that's what happened there. That is the explanation. Yes. Okay.
He was trying.
I mean,
what is he thinking about?
James.
Or he sent me heavy work. He seen me do me dirt. Saw me putting work. Highly questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that shines bright like a diamond. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, and we question.
Do you question if this was on Kevin Seraphin?
All right, just like you, I just found out Kevin Seraphin was still in the NBA. He no longer plays for the Wizards. He now plays for the Knicks, and we had to spell that out because the Knicks played against the Wizards, and I didn't want you looking on the Wizards for Kevin Seraphin.
Prior to the game tonight.
Oh, did he just take out a kid's head?
I think the kid took himself out.
Oh, I think it was a tool. Oh, wow, a team effort. He's still holding his head as he says.
Now, look at the kid. Look at the kid. Look at the kid.
Oh,
whose fault is that?
Yeah,
it's
that's
the kid's fault.
He's right.
Glory hog and a little munchkin, that's what you get.
I haven't seen someone taking out the kid like this since the mayor of London.
Oh, you remember this?
What happened? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, right here.
Oh, yes, this guy. Oh, yeah, there it is.
All that's telling me is that the mayor of London is a dad like the dad a lot of us had. The one that's not here to lose to you.
How about the mayor of London, though, not making it to the goal line, getting down to the 3? Let's go, mayor of London.
How about Bob Ryan being elected the mayor of London?
Do you question if Perk was going for the ball?
All right, here's what we've got, Bomani. Anthony Davis is out for the year, so Perk is like, yeah, my time to shine. Kendrick Perkins has been so bad for so long. He used to be a glue guy for the Celtics. Look at what he's doing here. Look at this. What is this, Bomani? Like, what?
10-3 of 4 from the outside.
I mean, oh, Perk. Look at this from another angle, what he does today. Look at this from another angle, where he just sort of clotheslines. Of course,
Oh, no, one time for Mason Plumlee pretended like he wanted to fight Perk, because he did not want to fight Perk.
Oh, but Perk, all Perk is giving you is some extra scowl. Look at this from another angle. I mean, oh, Perk, look at this.
I can't tell if he was mad. That's always on his face. Oh, dang, that wasn't been much.
Come on, Perk.
Your friendly reminder that Kendrick Perkins is 31 years old. That's it. 31.
That's crazy.
Looks like he has been enjoying the food in.
That's right. Yes, it's delightful.
New Orleans.
Yeah, beignets. Yeah.
It's not a great place to try to stay in shape, just to be fair.
Po' boys. Oh, I know, man. I've woken up in that city with mashed potatoes in my hair.
Do you question if Roy Jones Jr. has it back together?
Once you get to the point where you're fighting fans who have never been boxers before and they're fighting for $100,000, there's no way you're going to get it back together. But hopefully Roy Jones won this fight. That's what happened, by the way. This is a fan. He's an MMA fighter. He's trying to make $100,000. Oh.
Oh, I hate when that happens, when you're doing something like this. He's 33 years old.
This is like watching pros versus Joes.
We don't usually do that with boxing.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's a bad place to do it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Wow, Roy made that look easy. Last time we checked in with Roy, wasn't he beaten in Japan by some dude in a way that was pretty embarrassing?
Well, that's why he's out here fighting regular people.
Yeah, this is the last
This
Roy
is so
Jo-
bad.
Yeah, this is the last Roy Jones Jr. fight. Oh, you can't lose to
man.
a guy with fluorescent gloves like that.
It's like watching your childhood die.
Is that Donnie Wahlberg?
Oh, there it is,
right.
ladies and gentlemen. Donnie Wahlberg.
Let's get another look at it right there and see if he's got the right stuff.
Let's see. There.
Oh.
Time to play the game that is dirty. See? Or no?
Tell us what's on television tonight. He'll always be intrigued.
On NBA TV, Grizzlies and Suns.
No, but this allows us to revisit, because we were off a couple of days last week, the end of that Grizzlies game against the Bucks the other day. 5 seconds left. Look at what happens here. This is a lot of fun here. Memphis is down. There's a big block, and there's a pro wrestling stare down. Go into the crowd. Gonna get ejected for staring. Matt Barnes doesn't take too kindly.
John Henson is hilarious.
Matt Barnes, right, he's leaving, he's ejected. You're gonna get ejected with 5 seconds left. And then here comes this. You always gotta be careful when this comes chasing.
How is he allowed to do this?
Well, somebody in security is about to realize, wait a minute, look for it, wait for it. Where's security? There he is! Get back there! You better get out! More security. Everybody just figured out, an enraged Matt Barnes is not something you can have prowling. Bomani, are you intrigued?
One, you can never have that dude on that trot that he made back there. That always ends the same way. Number two, why is Jason Kidd buying his dress shirts from the Dan Connor collection?
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh,
Poppy?
see, I'm very intrigued because I'm telling you something. Matt Burns isn't going to forget that one. He got one game suspension, but I'm telling you, Henson is a marked man now, you know. There's no way he's going to get away with that, you know. Even though Matt Barnes was out for one game, he got his eyes on him. So you better stay put in that locker room and don't come out anymore.
Ever?
That was like days ago.
How many days ago?
It was like 4 days ago this happened.
Henson, did he
Henson's
play
still
again?
in his
No.
locker.
He's
like,
alive.
They call him sick. They
he's
call him
looking,
sick.
No.
On ABC, Dancing with the Stars.
What do we got? We got some athletes involved this year. What do we got? Let's see. Antonio Brown. Who else?
Dancing is back live. Jody, Geraldo, Marla, Antonio, Kim, Vaughn, Ginger, Wanye, Paige, Niall, Doug, and Misha. Who will dance their way to the top? Dancing with the Stars season.
I mean, Geraldo scared me, man. That mustache is older than I am. Bomani, are you intrigued?
Well, I forgot to put down the no card, so I'll ride that out. They got one of the dudes from Boys to Men out there. What kind of dancing he gonna do? Dancing like their music, where it's like an 8th grade dance, and you got this much space between you and the girl that you're dancing with?
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, Doug Flutie Is he going to participate? He's going to dance?
yes.
You mean to tell me there is no height requirement?
Oh,
You
no.
know what I mean? I'm
Ouch.
telling you, his partner got to be looking at the guy like that. You know what I mean?
Ouch.
That's right, you know?
He's going to be so furious when he sees this because that's how they do when you make fun of, you know.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Gracias. See you mañana.
Doug, where are you? Doug, where are you? Doug, are you there? Doug, hey, buddy, come out. Show's over.